How do different areas within Frederiksberg Gardens facilitate interaction? Frederiksberg Gardens is a 64-hectare public park in the center of the Frederiksberg municipality. The gardens, as well as the palace in its center, Frederiksberg Palace, were created by King Frederick IV in the early 18th century as a new summer retreat for the royal family, and the area was later made public in 1749. The park is located near many metro and bus stations, making it easily accessible for the public. Additionally, the tall trees surrounding the edge of the park block out any noise of the city, further enclosing the space and immersing its visitors in nature. On Thursday night, there was little activity in the gardens. Though the park is open until 9 p.m., there is no lighting except for that surrounding a few major buildings like the palace. This makes walking in the park at night difficult, especially during the winter. The lawn around the palace was inactive during this time. The 10 visitors I saw were walking or running. There was only one couple occupying one of the benches. Once it got too dark, most of the runners and walkers left the garden, despite the space being open for another 45 minutes. Similarly, the recreational space went unused, mostly due to lack of light. The single light from the public restrooms only provided enough light to surround the building, so the area was empty. On Saturday morning, the park was bustling with people. Over the course of 10 minutes, 57 walkers and runners passed. No one was biking because bikes aren't allowed in the park, which encourages people not to rush through the park and to enjoy their natural surroundings. Around the Great Lawn, there are 5 benches available for seating, 3 of which were occupied. Each faces inwards, allowing for observation and socialization. The other main seating option was the lawn, but due to the wetness of the grass and the prevalence of duck poop, no one was there. Still, the lack of fences between the walkways and grass makes the lawns more inviting. It was, however, briefly used by a father and daughter flying a kite. There was not much interaction amongst strangers, and not many people stopped to talk, sit, or even look at the palace. Surprisingly, activity in the recreational space on Saturday morning was low. Though a leftover sand shovel indicates previous activity, only one family stopped to visit the space. They stayed for about 6 minutes, allowing their child to swing on one of the hammocks. Most of the activity took place on the pathway outside of the recreational area, where 23 runners or walkers passed, 2 of whom used the water spout for drinking. This number is significantly less than the 57 people passing the Great Lawn by the palace, indicating that this path is not a central throughway for visitors. Sunday was evidently the most popular day to visit the park, as evidenced by the high volume of people walking, running, and sitting. In one 10-minute span, 85 people were counted walking, most of whom were couples. A majority of the lawn went unused, aside from a young family playing with their daughter on the grass. It seems as if during this part of the year, the area surrounding the palace is used as a walkway for families and runners, more so than a space for socialization. Activity in the recreational space on Sunday was also significant. Over a 25-minute span of time, 20 kids and 12 adults were in the play area. The space is designed with families in mind. The wraparound bench on the outer perimeter of the space allows for parents to mingle while keeping an eye on their kids playing. The open area in the space allows for a variety of activities to occur, such as soccer and biking. The features most used in the space were the hammocks for swinging and the circular rock and sand maze, where kids were able to test their balance on the rock pathway as well as play in the sand. The most underused feature of the space was the jungle gym-esque log and metal structure. This space may be enhanced if it was converted into a more conspicuous natural jungle gym. Areas such as this, where specific activities are emphasized, facilitate greater interaction amongst parkgoers. In conclusion, Frederiksberg Gardens is designed as a leisure space and can be used for both individual reflection and socialization, depending on what you're looking for.